Hi guys, I am back. It's your girl Donnie, and I am here because I had a question about what did I eat, or like what cancer food or supplements and stuff like that do I recommend. Now let me say this, and this is my disclaimer. I don't recommend anything. I can tell you what I did because I did my research on it. I also asked my doctor, was it okay to make sure it didn't interfere with any of the treatments or the medicines that I was taking. For me, as far as food went, because you're having like your taste buds, your senses are literally changing. For me, like my sense of smell heightened, like through the roof. So perfumes, anything that had like loud scents, I couldn't tolerate it. It would make me nauseous. It was like overpowering and giving me a headache. When it came to food, I knew what I didn't want, right? What I didn't want was processed foods, no processed foods. Like people think processed foods, they think of canned foods or shelf life food, stuff like that, but they forget about like hot dogs and sausage and like artificial cheese and just so many things. It's just probably just best to Google processed foods, right? But even today with like finding organic stuff, like without the pesticides and the chemicals and stuff like that, I found that like me buying my produce was from like local farmers markets, right? If I needed something in the farmers market wasn't open, then my next place would be like, like a Whole Foods or a local grocery store, like a local chain grocery store or whatever. That works for me. Knowing what I didn't want to put in my body, I kind of allowed like my taste buds to direct me in the way that I was feeling, because at this point it's about nutrition, one, but it's also about keeping your weight up so that you have enough energy to be able to fight. So like having a high protein diet. Also, I minimized like my sugar intake. I did honey or agave instead of like white sugars or artificial sweeteners and stuff like that. If I didn't need it, I just rather to do it out, or I would use fruit as a sweetener. But even with that, I tried to minimize it. So like I love red apples, but I knew that I needed to like not have too much sweet, so I would blend it with granny apples, like with the green apples, the sour apples. That worked for me. A little black pepper and Himalayan salt, make it as a spread and put it on my toast or my bagels. Now as far as like breads, I chose oatmeal bread, not oat grains. It was oatmeal bread or sourdough bread. Yeah, that's it for like my foods, my supplements, and like little tricks that I did throughout the journey. And I hope it helped. Leave me a comment, share your experience, and let me know if what we talked about today helps you. Talk to you later.